Hello everyone, what's up, True Beauty fam, and welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing a year-end makeup favorites video. I've always wanted to do one. I don't know if anyone still does them, but I just really wanted to do one for this year because I've never done one before. So yeah, we're just gonna get right into it. All my makeup is literally out of the makeup bag right now, so this is gonna be easy. So the first thing I'm going to start off with is primer, and the Milk Hydro Grip Primer has been my favorite primer for years. I've been using it, I think, ever since it came out, and it just makes my skin look so good. It could also have to do with like how I apply my makeup as well, but this is definitely one of the best primers I have ever used ever. Whether my skin has been dry in some places or oily, like, it's just been like the perfect primer for me. I know some people don't like this primer or don't believe in it, but I love this primer so much. It's such a good primer, and yeah, I stand by this. I'm gonna stick beside him. Moving on to foundation. I'll just insert video clips of them here because I don't feel like taking my makeup bag out. So foundation, my favorite foundations this year, I kind of alternated between three, but the ones I've been using the most in order would have to be the NARS Soft Matte in the shade Marquises. That is my foundation shade in NARS. Also the Natural Radiant. I usually wear the Natural Radiant in summer, but girl, sometimes my skin be too oily for it. It doesn't move anywhere, thankfully. Like, thank God it doesn't move anywhere. But girl, during the summer and it'd be melting off, and girl, it'd be a mess. But I do love that foundation. The finish on it is so pretty. I use it a lot more if I'm not going anywhere because like it's such a good foundation, but it's not like super expensive, like, but it is an expensive foundation. I think it's $42. Same with the Soft Matte. I think the Soft Matte is also $42, but they're both such good foundations that like I don't mind investing in them. I really have also been liking the Huda, I think it's Full Filter foundation. I've only used it a couple times, but I do really like the finish. I do love how matte it is. I also love that the product is thick so that you don't have to use a lot of it. Like, you can get away, I think, with 2 pumps for your whole face, 2 to 2.5 pumps for your whole face. And it's just a really nice foundation. If I could find my bottle of it, I will let you guys know. I have the one that isn't my correct shade, so I can just show you that one, but I am the shade 500G. So yeah, those have been my favorite foundations. Those are the ones that I have been cycling through. These are quote-unquote higher end foundations, but if you want me to recommend some like lower end foundations, I really recommend the Maybelline Superstay foundation. Such a good foundation, such a beautiful finish. I use it on my clients when I do makeup, and it just looks so nice. Same with the Maybelline Fit Me, but I think I like the Superstay finish more. Like, it's very matte, but it doesn't look dry. Like, it just looks like skin. It looks so good. So if y'all can't afford like the NARS and the Huda Beauty one, which I understand, like not everyone is accessible to that, I definitely recommend the Maybelline Superstay foundation. I also really like the Milani foundation. The only thing that sucks is like you can't find like all the darker shades everywhere. Like you can only get them on Milani, which I don't know what's up with that, but like it shouldn't be like that. Yeah, concealers. Oh, y'all already know. If you're an avid watcher of my channel, y'all already know what my favorite concealers are. But if you're new here, obviously this is my year-end favorites, so we're just going through all the products that I have used this year. My favorite concealers. Top one, probably the r.e.m. Beauty Concealer. The Sweetener Concealer. Oh my god. It is so good. Like, and I'm not just saying this because I am a huge fan of Ariana. Like, it's genuinely such a good product. Like, it makes your skin look like it has a filter. Like, it makes your skin look so smooth. Like, the finish, incredible. 10 out of 10. My other favorite concealers have been the e.l.f. Camo concealers. I use the matte formula personally. And yeah, I just love it. Super inexpensive concealer. Really, really good. Also, going back to the r.e.m. Beauty Concealer, you can really tell that they genuinely took their time creating this product, because like, even though it's a cream product, it does last like for a very long time. Obviously it is going to crease, so like, just be aware of that, but it doesn't crease like super bad. Like, I don't even know how to explain it. Like, I don't know, I just love it. I have it on today, as y'all can see. Well, you can't see, but I filmed the makeup tutorial. I used it in the makeup tutorial. I have been using it ever since I purchased it. Like, it's just such a good concealer. Like, I cannot rave enough about this concealer. Like, it's definitely worth the price. But if you don't have the money to buy this concealer, highly, highly recommend the e.l.f. Camo Concealer, because it's just as good. And if you're just starting out on makeup and like really don't have that much money to spend, / you don't want to spend that much money, e.l.f. is like such a great brand to start with. That was the first makeup brand I ever bought makeup from. I bought my first eyebrow pencil from there. I bought my first contour palette from there. I bought my first I don't even know what. Just a lot of firsts for me in terms of makeup. If y'all ever want to work on something with me, I'm just shooting my shot. If y'all ever want to work on something, you know, y'all could let me know. Back to what I was saying. Also, OG for me is the Fenty concealer. Ever since Fenty dropped, I have been a Fenty stan. I love Fenty Beauty. Okay, I'm just saying it right. I love Fenty Beauty. That's not going to change. Every time they drop a product, it is bomb. I have never had a horrible experience with Fenty. Speaking of which, I have a lot of Fenty in this year-end favorites video, so it's a whole lot of. I'm just sitting here holding my blush. We'll talk about her later though, because that one right there, so good. So let's just move on to blush. The one that really changed the game for me was the NYX Sweet Cheeks blush in the shade Summer Breeze. I was never a blush girly. Like, I didn't know if it was just me. Maybe it was I just wasn't picking up the correct color, which I don't think I was. Like, I just needed to find the right color for me. And that's what's so hard about blush, is because sometimes you'll look at a color and then like it looks great on someone else but not on you. Like, you really have to take that time to look at a blush that's gonna be like good on your skin tone. One thing I would say also helped me like find nice blush shades was like Instagram filters, because if you like go on Instagram, you know, some of the filters, they'll have like a blush, and if you like the tone of that blush on you, I would say to look for one that's similar. Like, just take a picture of yourself and then like compare the blush. That's actually how I picked up this blush right here. This is the Sephora collection blush duo, Matte Perfection blush duo. This is in the shade Tiger Lily. This shade is always sold out. I don't know who is selling them out, but y'all need to stop, because every time I go to Sephora and I need to pick up a new one, it's sold out. Y'all need to freaking stop it. Leave some for the rest of us. Damn. This is the blush. It is such a beautiful color, like stunning, especially on the skin. I gravitate more towards this one because this is the blush color that I initially wanted more of, and I wanted it to be matte. So if you are looking for a blush color that is similar to the one on the Instagram filters, I would say to pick up Tiger Lily. But if y'all sell it out, I'm gonna be tight and we gonna have to square up. And that's just on period, because every time, without a doubt, it is always sold out. So I'm also a Sephora collection fan. Sephora collection is so good and it's so affordable. The only thing I would say is kind of expensive is the brushes. I think my eyebrow brush from them was $18, which is kind of expensive for a brush if you don't got it like that. But I really recommend BH Cosmetics brushes. I love BH Cosmetics brushes. I use them on my clients. I use them on myself. I use it on my sister. And yeah, they're just really, really nice brushes. Elf brushes too. And Sonia Kashuk brush, yo. Let's just talk about makeup tools real quick. Sonia Kashuk brushes and sponges, oh my God, changed the game. Her brushes and sponges are amazing. Those are my favorite sponges. I don't have any right now. I also use the Real Techniques brushes, but sponge. But I like something about the Sonia Kashuk sponge is just so good. If y'all don't know what sponge I'm talking about, I'll just insert, a little picture or something in the video. But yeah, that sponge changed the game for me. It does my makeup so fast. Like, I just 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, whole face done. Like, it's just such, and the texture of it is like the perfect spongy texture. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but it's so good. Sonia Kashuk is that girl. Honestly and truly, that girl when it comes to the brushes. And the sponges. Like, so good. I have so many Sonia Kashuk brushes. I have the 269 brush. I think the 260 brush. I have a couple of other brushes. I can't remember the names of them right now. But such good brushes. Like, oh my God. And I've had them for a year, maybe 2 years, because I got some before we went to Florida, so I think it's gonna be 2 years, or it is 2 years already. I'm not sure. They haven't shut on me, which love to hear that, especially because I'm not a rough washer, but I do like to get into my brushes just to make sure like all the makeup comes out, especially with my liquid and cream products. I don't want it to stay in the brushes, especially since I have sensitive skin. I don't break out easily, but if something isn't like fully clean, then I can like break out and like, I wouldn't even say it's a rash, but I would say it's like some form of texture. It's definitely not a rash because it doesn't like itch or anything. It just shows up on my skin if my skin is sensitive to it. But yeah, even with the way that I wash my brushes, they haven't shed on me. None of the hairs have come loose from the shaft. So yeah, and they're really affordable too. Elf and Sonia Kashuk brushes, super affordable. So get you some of those because trust and believe, like those brushes are so good, so good. I really, really like the Elf, I think it's their foundation brush. I already know the Real Techniques, what's it called? What's this? The Real Techniques Expert Face Brush. I love that one. I also like their cheek brush. I sometimes use it to set my lid / under my eyes. So you can use it for anything. You don't have to use it for your cheeks. There are no rules to brushes, honestly. Whatever works best for you in whatever area works best for you. I can't find my brush. Oh, found it. The e.l.f. Buffing Foundation Brush. This is so good. I've used it for my foundation when I didn't feel like washing my sponge, and like, oh, so good. So good. Makes your skin look just as good as if you used a sponge. So highly, highly recommend. I think this brush is $6 if I'm not mistaken. I will double check that for y'all. But yeah, such a good brush. Like, oh my god. I know I'm all over the place. I already know. We're gonna be talking about blush for right now. I already spoke about the NYX and Sephora one, as y'all heard. But I also really like ColourPop's Cheek Dew blushes. I had a brain fart. I'm so sorry. The Cheek Dew blushes are so good. I have the shade So Cosmo, and I can't remember the other one, but they will both be in the video. I will put both of the names. This is a new love. I used this for the first time today. This is the r.e.m. Beauty Cheek and Lipstick, Eclipse Cheek and Lipstick in the shade Leading Lady. This is incredible. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm screaming, but like, it's so good. And it was my first time using it. It's so pigmented. First of all, like, if you watched my makeup tutorial for this look, yeah, I'm posting it today, I don't care. If you watched my makeup tutorial for this look, I almost put too much on. But it is such a pretty shade. I fell in love with this shade as soon as I saw it. Okay, that's incredible, wonderful, beautiful, stunning. Like, oh my, like, so good. I can't wait to try the other shade. I still haven't tried my r.e.m. Beauty lipsticks out, but I will try them out soon. But yeah. Should we talk about brow products? I don't usually talk about my brow products on here, but my favorite brow products are NYX brow products. Can't go wrong with NYX. This is the NYX Precision Brow Pencil. This is in the shade Black. I go very lightly if I get a black pencil because these are so pigmented. I used to use them like all the time a couple years ago, and then I stopped because I was really into doing the like feathery brow. So I started to use the NYX Lift and something. Hold on. NYX Lift and Snatch brow tint pen. This is also really good. This is in the shade Espresso. Girl, this is so pigmented too. Like, oh my god. Amazing product. Like, I used this more when I had like done my skincare right before I did my makeup because it was the only thing that was showing up. But if I have time to let my skincare sink into my skin, then I go in with this because it'll actually show up on my eye area when I use it. And the e.l.f. brow freeze, so good. If you liked the Anastasia brow gel that's in a pot, it's literally basically the same thing, but just more affordable. Like, I'm more likely to buy the e.l.f. one more than I am the Anastasia one, just because it's so affordable and I can just pick it up anytime. e.l.f. is definitely more accessible to me. e.l.f. is more accessible to me, so I'm definitely will gravitate more towards the e.l.f. because it's literally the same thing. Like, same texture, it's just more affordable. But yeah, I really like that. And that's it for my brow products because that's literally all I use. Once I really like something, I just tend to repurchase until I'm like, you know what, let's try something new. And then if I don't like the new thing, then I'll go back to what I like because I like what I like. Ooh, Aliyah reference. Stream I Like What I Like. Stream all of Aliyah's music. I will link it down below. I'm an Aliyah stan before anything else. That's on period. Friends support friends. And then move to eyes. So the products I have been loving for my eyes, y'all have seen me talk about a million, bajillion, trillion times already. And it's revolution. It's makeup revolution eyeshadow palettes. Plain and simple. Specifically, like the ones I use the most are the Patricia Bright palettes, because those palettes are so good. And it is criminal the way I barely saw anybody talk about these eyeshadow palettes, because these, like, they're the perfect eyeshadow palettes. I take them every time I go on vacation because I don't need any other palettes. Unless, like, it depends. If I'm going to do a very specific look, then I'll bring the extra palette that I need. But 9 times out of 10, I only need one extra palette, because these palettes just have every color that I'm going to need when I go on vacation, personally. So yeah, the Rich in Life palette is more like you're like neutrals. It does have a couple colors in there, so if you want to add a pop of color to your look, you can. If you're someone who just wants a full out color eyeshadow palette, but it also has a bit of neutral shades, then the Rich in Color palette is for you, bestie. The colors so good. The eyeshadow is so pigmented. Revolution makes some of the best eyeshadow palettes I've ever used. I also have the Friends eyeshadow palette, and I have the Bratz eyeshadow palettes. I've yet to use the Bratz ones because I just don't know what look to do with them. Like, there's the possibilities are literally endless. Like, I just have to sit down and figure out, because I have all 4 of the girls palettes. I don't have like the main Bratz palette. I do want it, but also part of me is like, you don't need it, because like you have the other colors in the palettes. But like, I'm also a bit irresponsible with my money in terms of like, I will make an impulse purchase. I can save money, like I know how to save money, but if I see a sale, that goes out the window. I will make an impulse purchase. And that is why my sister is my financial advisor. She tells me what to do, because I, like, knowing me, like, if I see a sale, I'm spending coin. Point blank, period. That's it. I am spending coin. So yeah, really love the Revolution eyeshadow palettes. I've really just been using Revolution eyeshadow palettes. And the Huda Beauty pastel palettes. I have the lilac and the mint one. I've really been liking those. Also, the R.e.m. Beauty liquid eyeshadow in the shade Fembot. Love that color. I might go back and get an extra one, but I haven't finished that one yet. I just have to figure out like more looks to do with it, because that's the only thing. Like, it's such a beautiful shade. It's just figuring out looks to do with it. Just because of like the shift that it has in it. Like, it has a blue, purpley, pink shift in it, and it's so pretty. I just want to do it justice, because like, it's such a pretty shade. I just need to figure out like what other looks I can do with it besides like the usual looks that I do with it, because I usually do like pink, purple. I did like a mint green kind of look on my Instagram. That was really pretty. So I just want to like do like more. I want to have more options for it before I go back and pick up another one, because I do really love that shade. Like, that is the shade that caught my eye from jump. That is the shade that I wanted. I was like, yep, this is mine. Put it in the cart right now. Take my money, y'all already know. NYX Epic Ink eyeliner is my favorite eyeliner. Top tier. But there was a time when it was sold out. Every time I went to Ulta, sold out. Went to Target, sold out. I didn't really want to buy it online because I like just needed it immediately, but couldn't get it anywhere. It was just completely sold out. So I had to find another option. I didn't want to find another option because I was very attached to my NYX Epic Ink liner. I'm still very attached to my NYX Epic Ink eyeliner. But the only thing that comes close to it is the Wet n Wild waterproof, waterproof eyeliner. This is so good. It is so matte. It is so black. It doesn't have like that weird, like, you know when you get eyeliner and it's like super shiny and then it'll dye? No, not it'll dye. It'll dry like demi-matte. I think it's like demi-matte or semi-matte. Like, it'll still have a bit of a sheen. Or when you like use an eyeliner and it'll be like super black when you put it on, but then it dries and it turns like gray. This does not happen with this or the NYX Epic Ink, and that's why those two will now be my favorite eyeliners. These are top 2 and they're not 2, okay? Like, this is so good. I saw Nana use this, and like I was like, you know what, let me give it a try. I was in Five Below one day, saw it was there. I also have the eyebrow pencil. I don't really like it. It just, you need a lot of like pressure to get product out. I wish it was like the NYX one where it's like you make a swipe and that's it. Like, you don't have to put any pressure on it. But like with that one, I feel like I gotta go back and forth with it to get any product out. Like, I've tried it with no product around my eyes. I've tried it with product around my eyes. I've tried warming it up on the back of my hand and then using it on my eye. Like, it just, like, you need to do a lot for that one to work. So personally, it's not my favorite. But if you love it, please tell me how to use it, because it's just sitting in my makeup bag. I'm not gonna throw it out. So yeah, this and the NYX Epic Ink, top 2 and not 2. And NYX brought back their like matte black eyeliner. That one, the one that they discontinued and brought back, that one, I want to try that one because the girlies, y'all love that one. And Miss Aliyah J, she been using that for years. Like, I wanted to try it like when they originally brought it out, but again, black was always sold out. What? Like, it's always sold out. Like, I understand black is the most popular color of eyeliner, but yo, like, come on. Y'all buying 20 boxes at a time? Why is it always sold out? Come on. Like, leave some for the rest of us. Please. Please. I am begging. Please leave some for the rest of us. Sorry, I'm doing a lot. Anyways, I'm so extra in this video today. I don't know why. Like, I think I'm just happy to be back in front of the camera, to be honest. But, yeah, it's been a while. I am so sorry. This happens way too often, more often than it should. And I apologize. And I take accountability for me not sitting down and filming and disciplining myself. That is my own fault. And we're gonna move on to lips. So personally, for me, I use like eyeliner, like kohl pencils for my lips, specifically the Wet n Wild pencils. So good. I have the black one. I forget what it's called. I don't know where the cover went. It's somewhere in my makeup bag. I'm gonna find it though. This is their Color Icon Kohl Crayon, and it is in the shade Baby's Got Black. Such a cute name. And then I also use Simma Brown now. I think yeah, I use this one so much. I already know the shade name like is off of that one. But the black, so good. I wanted a black lip liner when I was doing black lipstick. For whenever I do black lipstick, to be honest. I just prefer to have a lip liner for it, because sometimes it'll feel like my lip is a bit tight if I use like the actual lipstick. I prefer to use like liquid to matte lipstick, and so sometimes my lip, like, because I hide my Cupid's bow, it'll get like it'll feel a little stiff, so I didn't want that feeling. Lime Crime plushies, I forget what shade I have, and I lost it. Not lost it, but like I misplaced it. I don't know where I dropped it. It could be somewhere in my makeup bag, I'm just not sure. I have so much stuff in my makeup bag that I need to take out. Peri Peri lip tints, so good. The first time I heard about Peri Peri was through Tina Kitten. She has the Ink Drop Nude Tint in the shade number 5, and that's like their like glossy version, I would say. And It is such a pretty shade. I didn't know how it would look on me. Like, I was scared. I also have the shade number 10. I think it's called Goji Berry. I could be wrong about that. But yeah, I have both those shades of the Ink Drop Mood Tint. And they're just so pretty. Like, I was so scared to try a lip tint because I never really tried one before. And I was like, the times that I've tried lip tints, they never looked good on me, but I just never knew the correct way to apply it. So once I figured out for myself how I like it on me personally, I just haven't stopped buying lip tints. I like lip tints. I also have the Peri Para Mood Matte in the shade number 5. I forget the English name because this is a Korean brand, so yeah. I've also been liking the r.e.m lip tints. This one is their Zero Velvet tint in the shade Fizz. So pretty. I used it today on the center of my lip. And then I have the Milk Tea Velvet tint in the shade Black Tea. So pretty. Yeah, love those. I also have been loving the Bratz and Makeup Revolution lip crayons. Those are so good as well. One thing that has made a return to my life is MAC lipsticks. I bought these mini ones at Ulta because they have them at Ulta. I have Whirl and Velvet Teddy. Today I'm wearing Velvet Teddy. But those two were always my favorite colors. I also like this like deep purpley like plum color. That was my first ever MAC lipstick. I was gonna get Ruby Woo like everyone else. I feel like that was everyone's like first MAC lipstick was Ruby Woo. But my first one was like that purple like plummy Bambi color. I never got Ruby Woo though. I'm still thinking about getting it because like everybody has had Ruby Woo. I just want to be part of the girl gang that has had it. Like, you know, I want to be one of the girlies that had it. So yeah, that's it for lips. I'm pretty sure because I don't use anything else on my lips. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention NYX Slim Lip Pencil slash the eye pencil, like the wooden ones. Those so good. And NYX has the best pencil sharpener. Don't care what nobody says. NYX has the best lip pencil sharpener. Argue with your mama. Argue with the wall. Don't argue with me. Don't argue with me. Because baby, that pencil sharpener better than any pencil sharpener I ever used. Oh, lashes. I forgot to talk about lashes. But y'all, again, if you are an avid watcher, you know I Envy by Kiss has been my go-to lashes. Like, you can find them in your local beauty supply store, or you can get them on Amazon. Personally, my favorite lines from I Envy have been the Luxury Mink line, the Wispy line, and now this line is called Weavy. I'm wearing the style number 4 right now. These lashes are so pretty. Oh my god. For the Luxury Mink lashes, my favorite styles are 3, 10, and 11. 3 is for like my more chill makeup days because they're not as like voluminous and long as 10 and 11. Like 10 and 11 are for when I'm wearing my thick like e-girl eyeliner, and you know the number 3s wouldn't really cut it for that, so I need like my 10 or 11. I think I gravitate more towards 11 than I do 10, but I do love them both. Like, they're both sickening lashes, so pretty. Kiss also has, well, I Envy also has this like, I think it's like Luxe line, and they have like rhinestones on the lashes. I've worn a pair before. I wore it for Pride, and they are so pretty. Like, oh, so pretty. Like, if you don't want to do like much makeup for your birthday, but you still want a wow factor, buy those lashes, because with the they have rhinestones on top and on bottom. So do with that information what you will, but if you can't make it to a makeup artist and like you need to do your makeup last minute, but you don't know how to do like all the eyeshadow and stuff, you just know how to do like a foundation, concealer, and maybe a little bit of eyeliner, add those lashes, and that's your wow factor for your face. Period. Like the lashes are so pretty. Like I genuinely do love these. Like I envy like his lashes. Again, if y'all want to do anything with me, just let me know. My email is in the description box if y'all want to email me and like work on a partnership or something. Collab, you know, sponsor a video, sponsor a stream, maybe, I don't know. Just, you know, putting my foot out there. One thing I don't really mention much, but I use all the time, is the L'Oreal Air Volume Mascara. Best mascara ever. Buy this. I have the waterproof formula, which is great if you're someone whose eyes tear like really bad. Like, I don't know what has been going on with my eyes, but they have been tearing so bad lately. I don't know what it is, but I don't know. But I liked this before my eyes started tearing really bad. So yeah, it's a really, really good mascara. I like what it does to my lashes. This is, yeah, air volume, so you know, it makes your lashes look really long and full. And if you want to like clump your lashes together, you can do that because this is a kind of thick product. Like it's not super thick or anything where it'll like weigh your lashes down, but it's like thick enough that one swipe, if you wanted to clump your lashes after that, you could. I do top and I do on top of my lashes and under my lashes, just to make them look like more coated. And that's literally all I do. My lashes are pretty long. Like I was blessed in the lash department, so yeah. But if that's not the case, it's still a really good like mascara. I've used it on my sister before. And her lashes are very curly. Like mine are a little more straight, but then they curl. But her lashes are super, super curly, and they make your lashes pop. Even like my bottom lashes, when I use it on my bottom lashes, so good. Such a nice mascara. Another thing, like I forgot about, like slipped my mind. This is the last product, I promise. Last thing I'll talk about, and then I'll shut up. I'll leave y'all alone. But Fenty Beauty Coconutty Sunsucker Bronzer. Love that. Like I said, I'm a Fenty Beauty fan. I love all Fenty Beauty. The foundation, the eavesdrop, the concealers, the bronzer. This was my first bronzer, by the way. Their cream blushes, I haven't used, like, if they have like pan blushes, like powder blushes, haven't used those. But the cream blushes, I have one shade. I wanted the shade that kind of looks like this one, but again, it was always sold out when I would go to Sephora. Again, I don't know who is selling people out this fast, but y'all need to quit. Seriously need to quit. I'm gonna need y'all to stop. Give other people a chance. And that's all I'm gonna say. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm going to have so much fun editing this video. I will see y'all soon. I'll see y'all on Monday because it's going up tomorrow on Friday. I'm gonna edit this right now. And yeah, I love you all so much. Thanks for joining me. Thanks for being a part of the True Beauty family. If you're already a part of it, make sure to subscribe and become part of the True Beauty family if you would like to. It's no pressure. But if you're like a returning viewer and you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. You know, it would help out a lot. A lot of you aren't subscribed. Y'all should. If you want to. Only if you want to. No pressure. But, you know, if you decide to subscribe, thank you. And if you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. Comment what else you would like to see from me. I am going to be posting more shorts very, very soon. In fact, I'm posting one today. It'll go late, but I don't care. I'm posting it today. I'm posting today. I'm very determined. I'm posting today. So, yeah. Again, I love you all so, so much. And I will see y'all on Monday for another video. Goodbye.
One life, don't live too sex, now I'm nauseous. Switch tracks, I trust, we lost it. 4-5 to my head, then I pop it. Thought she was down, but she wasn't.